When I say that now, that they're coming in sicker than ever, I mean it.
Tonight, we're hearing from healthcare workers who say COVID is back and we could be worse off. Plus, an infrastructure deal is in the making and it could be nearing an agreement. We'll take you to Washington. And later, building up broadband. That's the plan for a Duluth neighborhood as they revamp their community center.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. As the more contagious Delta variant continues to spread, Minnesota health leaders say COVID is back and stronger than before. 2 weeks ago, there were 19 patients in Minnesota ICU beds. That number has since tripled, and health experts fear it will only get worse. Erin Hassanzadeh takes us inside a Minnesota hospital to learn more from those on the front line.
When I say that now, that they're coming in sicker than ever, I mean it.
Mary Turner is a COVID ICU nurse at North Memorial Medical Center. She says over the past week or two, she's seen things pick up.
Intubating somebody was kind of the last resort, putting a breathing tube down, kind of the last resort. Nope, now they come in the emergency room, they come to our floor, and they're right away intubated on their stomachs. COVID is back stronger than ever.
We have gone from 5 active cases in the county 6 days ago to 38 this morning.
Dr. Deb Dittburner, Chief Medical Officer at Alamere Health in Alexandria, is also bracing for more hospitalizations.
I think it'll double in the next 7 days.
People are getting sicker faster.
Helen Strike is president of 2 local Allina hospitals and part of the state's critical care task force that keeps an eye on hospital capacity. The group is back to biweekly meetings.
It's all gotten us thinking again and looking at our plans and making sure that we're ready.
Strike says COVID-19 ICU patients are younger and mostly unvaccinated.
This is just unfortunate, but not unexpected. This is a crazy virus.
Masks are back.
Dr. Dittburner says it's not too late to get vaccinated and thinks precautions like masking should come back.
When we're in a surge and we're seeing the numbers go up, that's how we can control this.
So take it from this ICU nurse.
This is nothing to fool around with. And the sad thing is it's preventable.
We have heard regret stories, definitely. And we've heard the other side too.
As we ride another wave of COVID-19.
I care about you, the people of Minnesota, and this is unnecessary.
Starting today, any Minnesotan who gets their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine will get $100. Residents 12 and older who get the shot before August 15th will receive that incentive. Today, Minnesota reported more than 700 new COVID cases. 18 of those were in St. Louis County. 2 deaths were reported in the Northland today as well in St. Louis and Lake counties. In Wisconsin, their numbers for today were not out yet, but yesterday they reported more than 1,000 new cases. The South St. Louis County Fair turns 100 this year, and event organizers are happy to be bringing the tradition back after having to cancel because of the pandemic. The fair this year includes all kinds of kid-friendly entertainment like a ring toss, bouncy houses, and all the food you can get. They brought back many games and activities they had when the fair first opened a century ago. Organizers say they are excited to be back this year.
We're looking forward for the people that we normally see. We want to see them come through the gates. We really do.
The St. Louis County Public Health Department has also set up a free COVID vaccine clinic at the fairgrounds. They say anyone who is eligible for a shot can get one. Well, Peter is here for a first check of the weather. Peter, seems like a pretty nice day for folks who enjoyed the fair.
Yeah, not a bad day to head out to the fair whatsoever. Temperatures in the upper 70s as well as lower 80s. Nice cool day at that. Temperatures climb to about 80 degrees at Duluth International. A little bit warmer down by the lake once again as a result of some compressional heating. 82 at Park Point, 80 in Hibbing, 81 in Orr as well as 81 in Ashland, and 76 in Ironwood. So a nice right around average day. The only thing that you were really concerned about were those hazy skies. Once again, the area is highlighted in that gray color. So all of Minnesota as well as northwest Wisconsin, they have an air quality warning in place until 3 o'clock on Tuesday. And you can see we're dealing with some poor air quality once again. Better air quality off to the east, especially off to the northeast towards the Arrowhead region. The worst of the air quality off to the west. And that's going to be the trend as we head through the rest of this weekend. Currently at Duluth, we're looking at 69 degrees with mostly cloudy skies overhead and a west-southwest wind at 11 miles per hour. Some of those clouds might give way to a little bit of rain as we head through the rest of the night tonight. But I think we'll be dry for a good portion of the day on Saturday. We'll take a closer look at that forecast coming up in just a bit. Kristen?
Hey, thanks, Peter. Moving to politics, here's a live look at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Today, a bipartisan group of senators said it is close to finalizing the details of a $1 trillion infrastructure deal, and a vote on the Senate floor could come in a matter of days. But there are still questions about the Democrats' plan for a separate $3.5 trillion budget resolution. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
The group of bipartisan lawmakers known as the Problem Solvers Caucus expressed optimism that the physical infrastructure bill they're working on will pass.
We're not done yet, but we're going to get this baby across the finish line.
If what we vote on looks like what we've agreed upon, it will pass.
The framework for the bipartisan legislation includes roughly $1 trillion for projects including roads, bridges, and broadband. President Biden says it also includes billions to prevent and respond to wildfires, something he discussed with a group of governors virtually on Friday.
It includes funding for prevention efforts like forest management.
But a timeline for a final vote is still uncertain. Speaker Nancy Pelosi has said the House will not take up the infrastructure bill until the Senate passes a separate Democratic budget resolution through the process known as reconciliation, which does not require Republican support.
We need to be transformative in terms of how we go forward with infrastructure investments and reconciliation bills that truly meet families' needs.
The $3.5 trillion resolution would need the support of all Senate Democrats, but Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema signaled this week she doesn't support the current price tag. President Biden downplayed her reservations.
She's on board for passing if, in fact, she sees all the pieces of it.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said the Senate remains on track to pass both the bipartisan bill and the budget resolution before lawmakers leave for August recess. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Senate Budget Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders told reporters today he expects the Democratic budget resolution to be on the floor the week after next, and has said he believes it will be passed. A rise in wildfires and ongoing drought conditions have prompted the nation's president and state leaders to come together to try and find a solution. Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz was part of that discussion today. He asked President Joe Biden for more help from the federal government in recognizing the extreme drought conditions in the state and for more land access for Minnesota farmers. Walz also spoke about the worsening wildfire situation in the Boundary Waters, where crews are now fighting the 223-acre four-town lake fire. The president said he believes more funding for fire prevention efforts is important, saying wildfires are a problem for the whole country.
Well, we're in for a long fight yet this year, and the only way we're going to meet those challenges is by working together. Wildfires are a problem for all of us, and we have to stay closely coordinated and doing everything we can for our people.
President Biden also announced the launch of a new app called Air Now. It tracks the location-specific information on wildfire impacts on air quality. Lots of places forced to close during the pandemic are now in the process of reopening. Some of those places, like the Lincoln Park Community Center, are looking to better serve their neighbors in the process. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham shares more about their plans.
Ursa Minor Brewing in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood gave its workers a nice chance to cool off on this sunny Friday.
Welcome to the dunk tank.
Customers paid for a chance to sink employees in the dunk tank while enjoying food, drinks, and music.
But it's not just any dunk tank. This dunk tank is for a good cause. We're looking for a fun way to kind of have fun on a Friday right before our big festival tomorrow, and also do something awesome for our community. So we partnered with Equilibrium 3 to raise funds for the LNPK Hub, or the Lincoln Park Community Center.
That community center has been closed since the start of the pandemic. But now Equilibrium 3, a local nonprofit, is working to reopen the center, and this time with some big upgrades.
One of the most exciting things as we reopen the center, and this is what the Dunk the Tank proceeds are going to to today is we are working on creating a community computer lab that will help bridge the digital divide that is experienced by people in our community.
Jody Slick, CEO of Equilibrium 3, says the project will really benefit the community, especially coming out of the pandemic.
It's really important to have our community members connected because so many of the resources that they may need are online. Access to jobs, being able to kind of keep up with school, all of those things that we've learned during the pandemic are really dependent on that connectivity.
And for the brewers at Ursa Minor, it's a great way to beat the heat while supporting a good cause.
Slick says Equilibrium 3 isn't sure how much the project will cost just yet, but they're hoping to have the building reopened by the fall. The U.S. Coast Guard is asking for your thoughts on getting rid of their boat station in Grand Marais. Back in June, the Coast Guard announced they would be consolidating their facility with the one in Duluth, meaning there would no longer be a Coast Guard presence up the North Shore. Officials say over the last 10 years, they averaged less than one emergency call per year. If you'd like to comment about the proposed closure, you can find the link at CBS3Duluth.com. And you can submit your response by this Tuesday. If the consolidation goes through, it will close sometime next year. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, after Suni Lee won a gold medal for the United States, Governor Walz proclaimed today in her honor, but he wasn't the only politician to congratulate her.
And taking a look at satellite and radar on this Friday night, we've got some thunderstorms beginning to roll through the far northwestern portion of our region. Those will begin to fire off all towards the southeast and for us here in the Twin Ports as well. But will we dry out in time for the weekend? All the details coming up.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere tractors and mowers have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right. And done right now. We pride ourselves on being the best for the best price. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
At UCare, we get asked, who are our health plans for? Well, we're for people just starting out or retiring, longtime Minnesotans or new arrivals, people who are down to earth, down to business, or up for whatever. We have plans for dog lovers and cat people, individuals and families, butchers, bakers, and you get the idea. Climb aboard. UCare, people-powered health plans.
The all-new Honda Civic is designed to move you. In fact, Car and Driver has called the Civic more fun to drive than top competitors. Because in their performance testing, the Civic was the quickest around the track. With more power and sharper handling than its rivals. The all-new Honda Civic, built for all kinds of fun. Get a great deal on the Civic. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
What does local mean to you?
To me, local means getting your news from people who you trust. I'm Kristen Bakke, Chisholm native, UWS grad, and Twin Ports proud.
Local news for local people on Live Local CBS 3.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Minnesota's governor proclaimed today Suni Lee Day in honor of the Minnesota gymnast who won gold at the Olympics. And in Washington, Minnesota senators followed suit.
I rise today to congratulate and honor Minnesota's own Sunisa Lee.
On the floor of the Senate today, Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith congratulated Lee, who won the gold medal in the women's all-around gymnastics competition. Lee is a St. Paul native. She's also the first Hmong American to make the U.S. Olympic team and the first to win a gold medal.
With the pressure of the world upon her, was Suni Lee, who never thought she'd be leading that team, who never thought that this honor would be hers, gave the performance of her life.
Senator Tina Smith went on to thank Lee for her courage, dedication, and inspiration.
And we didn't quite have gold medal weather today, but maybe bronze if you kind of discount the fact that we were so hazy once again. Temperatures climbed to about 80 degrees. And as far as the rainfall deficit goes, running about a 1-inch rainfall deficit for the rest of the month right now. The good news is as we head towards, say, through the rest of the night tonight, we might get a little bit of rain. Currently in Grand Marais, Grand Marais isn't working right now, I guess. But satellite radar shows that we do have some rain off to our north and west. It'll begin to gradually fill in as we head through the rest of the night tonight. As taking a look at the satellite radar right now, towards the International Falls area and across the border in Canada, you can see those thunderstorms beginning to fire up across the region right now. And those will gradually begin to work their way south and east as we head through the rest of the night tonight. So where you see those yellows, oranges, and reds, probably a good indication that you're seeing some rumbles of thunder there. They probably will weaken a little bit as they begin to head towards the rest of the Northland through the night tonight. And so as we head towards, say, about 3 a.m., thunderstorms probably become the call for us here in the Twin Ports, as well as northwest Wisconsin, as probably as well as the UP of Michigan. Good news, however, is they really don't last long. So right now at the 10 o'clock hour, most of us looking at partly cloudy skies, but these thunderstorms will begin to work their way south and east through the rest of the night tonight. By about midnight, as you can see, they're approaching Iron Range points north towards Ely, Hibbing, Grand Rapids as well. And those will begin to work their way further south and east through the rest of the night tonight. But by 9 a.m. tomorrow, once again, waking up with mostly sunny skies for your day on Saturday. There is a chance for a spot shower or two to fire up through the day tomorrow, but I think most will stay dry. That is the same theme for the day on Sunday as well. Once again on Sunday, waking up with mostly sunny skies, maybe a few more high clouds, white puffy clouds, and again, maybe a chance of a spot shower or two, just kind of sporadically dotting the radar at that. But most should stay dry. Maybe just have an umbrella handy throughout the weekend. And those showers aren't long-lasting, and they really won't be that much of precipitation associated with them at all. As far as how much rain we're seeing, the most of the rain will be up towards the international border, where you're approaching 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. For the rest of us, a few 1/100ths of an inch at that. So it's definitely not putting a dent in our drought situation. But the good news is the weekend is shaping up to be pretty nice, but maybe just a tad hazy at that. For today, tomorrow, as you can see, seems like the smoke is prevailing once again where you see those greens in place. That's where we see the hazy skies. As we head towards Sunday, we get a little bit of relief, especially for the eastern portion of the region. So for Lake Cook, St. Louis County, but then out west, still dealing with that hazy skies overhead. But the relief doesn't really last long as we head towards Monday. Once again, the haze fills in once again. So that's why we have the air quality warning in place until Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Temperatures tonight fall back into the upper 50s as well as lower 60s with those mostly cloudy skies overhead and a spot chance of a shower. Temperatures tomorrow climb into the upper 70s as well as lower 80s with the hazy skies overhead, and upper 70s as well as lower 80s prevail across the Northland once again. Here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. Oh, that's not the 7-day forecast. Hopefully you got to movies in the park, but the 7-day forecast looks really nice. Just that spot shower tonight. Then as we head through the rest of the week, we really begin to clear things up. Kristen?
All right, thanks, Peter. Duluth's Hillside neighborhood welcomed local vendors and community members at a new market this afternoon. The Hillside Makers Market is centered around handmade goods from local makers and artisans who do not have a retail space of their own. While it benefits the vendors, the market's co-founder, Kara Overland, said they chose this space intentionally, adding it will be a good addition for the neighborhood.
Oh, we're just so excited to bring this to the Hillside community. There isn't anything really like this in this area, and we just love our beloved Hillside. And so this is a place for everybody, and we just welcome everybody in the community to come and check out these amazing artisans and their goods.
If you missed out today, the market picks up again from 10 to 4 tomorrow. It's located near 9th Avenue East and 9th Street. For more information, you can head to our website. Still to come, would you want to compete in all of the Olympic events in just 17 days? Find out why one couple is putting their bodies to the test after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
The bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
Now in all home furniture stores.
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head could easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Celebrate summer with a certified vehicle from Cary Toyota in Superior. Head for the hills in this 2017 Highlander Limited, or drive away in a certified 2018 RAV4 Hybrid. Prefer a larger SUV? Check out this certified 2021 4Runner TRD Off-Road, or choose a certified 2018 Tundra Limited for all your outdoor adventures. Inventory is constantly changing, so hurry in to Cary Toyota in Superior to lock in your 2021 summer driving fun while supplies last. You can also ask about our rental vehicles. Cary Toyota in Superior, voted best car dealer 22 times.
There's a safe way to protect kids 12 and up from COVID-19.
So why did we get her a COVID-19 vaccine?
So I could see my friends again.
For our family trip.
To keep them safe.
Help your kids be kids again, safely. Visit vaccines.gov to find a COVID-19 vaccine near you, or call 211 to learn more.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
When you want a great deal on mattresses,
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
how about a twin mattress for $109 or queen for just $199?
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
In all home furniture stores.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
The Olympic Games are usually reserved for athletes at the top of their sport. But what if you tried to do all of the events yourself? Well, you would need to play 49 sports and compete in 96 events in just 17 days. One British couple is trying to do just that. Stuart Bates and Charlotte Nichols are competing in their own version of the Tokyo Games to raise money for a cure to Lou Gehrig's disease, also known as ALS. Stuart Bates lost her brother to the disease 10 years ago and wanted to do something fun in his memory. They're calling their undertaking the Spenny Limix in honor of Bates' brother.
You know what I'm going to ask you?
Let's hear it.
What sport do you think would you would most excel at in the Olympics?
Beach volleyball.
Oh, that's obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't think I'd excel at any of them. I think I would just thoroughly enjoy. I was in gymnastics for like 3 seconds as a 5-year-old.
That was going to be my guess for you.
Really? Just
Yes.
because I like to jump in the foam pit. I'll just sit there while you guys...
I'm giving them credit. That's a lot of activities to try and do in less than a month. So well done. They're winners at my book.
And I don't even think we saw climbing. They're going to have to cover fencing.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many sports
All
in the
the
Olympics.
things. We're going to have to check back in with them, hopefully.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, our producer's saying let's actually get to sports.
Yeah, so speaking of sports, the Huskies in action as their road series continues, plus another UMD Bulldog will represent Team USA next week.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
The Olympic Games are on, and Toyota has great deals on Camry, Highlander, RAV4, and more.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Go on, get off the ladder and place it back where you found it. The days of dangerous climbs are over. Gutter Helmet provides year-round protection, preventing buildup of debris, keeping your gutters clear and free-flowing. With its heavy-duty support brackets and exclusive helmet heat ice reduction system, Gutter Helmet's been designed to withstand the harshest weather conditions. Get Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice for gutter protection. And never clean your gutters again.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
School visits are an important part of kind of being part of the community outside of the TV station here. When I was in 6th grade, that's when I learned meteorology was it for me. Being on the other side of that now, for me being able to kind of pursue that, it's important for me to then be able to get back into the community. If I can go into a classroom and get just one person who was interested, or just one person who, you know, leaves there knowing like, wow, I learned something new today. For me, I did my job, and that means a lot to me.
Watch meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt weekdays at 5 a.m.
The Olympic Games are on, and Toyota has great deals on Camry, Highlander, RAV4, and more.
With just over 2 weeks left in the Northwoods League season, the Huskies are in position to make a late push towards the playoffs. They're currently sitting in first place in the Great Plains East second half standings. Duluth was down in Wilmer tonight taking on the Stingers. This one started out strong for the Huskies. A wild pitch brings home Mike Boev. Duluth has a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the first, but then it completely unraveled. Wilmer grabs a 2-1 lead and nearly bats around in the first trip to the plate. 5 early runs set the tone in this one, and the Huskies just never got back into it. It was 9-1 by the 7th inning, and that's how it ended. Duluth falls back into a tie for first atop the division. UMD's Gabby Hughes is one of 84 players that have been invited to the 2021 USA Hockey Women's National Festival next week down in Blaine. The soon-to-be senior from Lino Lakes, Minnesota, was selected to the U23 roster and will take part in the festival that will serve as a pre-camp for the U.S. Women's National Team. And Hughes will join former teammate and Bulldog goaltender Maddie Rooney in Blaine, who has already been named to the U.S. Women's World Championship squad. Hughes scored 10 goals, adding 11 assists for 21 points in just 19 games last season with the Bulldogs. Sidney Warden has had himself one dominant season playing for Duluth FC. In the duration of the season, Warden averaged 1.3 goals per game and continued to find himself in the DFC record books, including the winner of the NPSL National Excel Award. The forward remained a consistent weapon through all 13 games, tallying 17 goals and 5 assists, where he was just 2 away from tying the record for most goals among all competition for the Blue-Greens. However, Warden currently holds the single-season record for the most goals scored. Back in 2016, the U.S. women's soccer team was knocked out in the quarterfinal stage of the Rio Olympics. Not the way they wanted to go out at all, especially considering their other international successes. Well, this morning they were back in the Olympic quarterfinals in Tokyo, matched up with the Netherlands. After several back-and-forth ties, this one went to kicks from the mark. Megan Rapinoe plays hero. She always does. With the game winner to advance to semifinals, they'll play Canada Monday morning. And in the MLB tonight, Twins fall to St. Louis. The Brewers top the Braves. Both are back in action tomorrow. No doubt it's been a disappointing year for the Twins. Now over the 100-game mark this season, they're 17 games back in the division. And with the trade deadline looming this afternoon, they made the tough decision to unload some assets. And this one might hurt. The Twins dealt their once unquestioned ace, pitcher Jose Barrios, to the Toronto Blue Jays. In return, they received a pair of top-tier prospects, outfielder Austin Martin and right-hander Simeon Woods Richardson. Barrios was drafted by the Twins back in 2012 and has been in the majors since 2016, including 2 All-Star appearances. This season, Barrios pitched over 121 innings with the Twins with a 3.48 ERA. A tough day for the Twins. As they lost, too, they look to turn the page to the future. And some more breaking news out of Tokyo. Simone Biles has chosen to opt out of the event finals for vault and uneven bars after still not being ready to compete against after losing her sense of where she is in the air, known as the twisties. Earlier this week on social media, Biles posted videos explaining the danger of her routines and the disconnect her body and mind are struggling through. Biles will be replaced in the vault and uneven bars final by fellow Team USA member Michaela Skinner and Jade Carey. The floor routine is set for Monday and beam on Tuesday. Simone's status for those 2 events still remain unclear. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Northwest Outlet is open. See the largest selection of Carhartt in the area. Work clothing for men and women, sizes small to 5X. Jackets, coveralls, shirts, tees, bibs, jeans, and high-vis clothing to keep you safe and comfortable. Northwest Outlet's footwear department sells only the best boots. Names like Irish Setter, Georgia, Danner, Columbia, the North Face, Rocky, and more. Get outdoors again. Northwest Outlet's got your gear. In stock now at Northwest Outlet Superior.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Go to the ends of the earth.
Very pleasant place to be. I couldn't ask for anything more.
And reach for the stars.
Where's the Oscar? Oh, this is great.
Do you still love it?
I do.
But wait, there's more. Experience thought-provoking. It was literally like Groundhog Day.
I do know what makes a good movie.
Innovative.
It's hard not to overflow.
And truly original reporting. Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday morning.
I got into journalism when I was in high school, actually, and that's where I really fell in love with the news and the storytelling aspect of it, being able to bring those things together and keep people informed. It's so important for us to be in a community like Duluth, to be able to hear your stories and then bring them to everybody else in the community.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Well, you guys, we have made it to Friday, and it sounds like it's going to be a decent weekend.
Yeah, you know, just dealing with that haze overhead once again, but I feel like that's been kind of the trend for the past month or so. Temperatures this weekend, kind of warmer on Saturday, 81 degrees. Cool things a little bit down for the weekend and a high of 72. But then take a look over the next 7 days. Next shot of rain comes for the night on Thursday. We do have a shot for rain showers and thunderstorms for the night tonight. But as you can see, we clear things out quite nicely for the weekend. And the rest of the week looks to be quite nice as well. With temperatures in the upper 70s as well as lower 80s and partly cloudy skies kind of dominating the weather forecast. Kristen?
All right, not too bad. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.